is part of the reason. We'll get into that. Joining us, Ashley Webster, Liz McDonald, Scott Shellady, and Jeff Seeker. Liz, a very big haircut for LinkedIn. Some are saying it's because of the redesign of the site. Is that the story?
It's Facebook at Work could be launched this year. LinkedIn has about 400 million users to, what, a billion a day for Facebook. If Facebook launches its competitor to the world's largest internet social media job hunting site, watch out. Because LinkedIn gets the majority of its money from companies. So companies could say a lot of users stay longer on Facebook.
Facebook at Work, the name of a new operation
out of Facebook.
Killing LinkedIn. Got it. Other big name techs. We stock them. We watch them every single day. Amazon down 20% this year, down another $11 this morning at 524. Netflix, another big name tech, down 20% this year, down another $1 this morning, 88. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg, as we reported, told employees he's aiming at 5 billion users by 2030. That's according to a report in USA Today. Big-time bear, Jeff Seeker, still hangs around.
Big-time bear.
You're a big-time bear on Facebook. Say it ain't so.
No, I mean, Facebook, I was blown away by Facebook's earnings. I thought they did a great job. They're opening up all these silos of potential revenue for the future. But let's face it, there is a lot of carnage in technology. Facebook has been able to avoid a good part of it, but they're not going to be able to hold too much longer because the market is going to bring them down with everybody else.
Oh, okay. Wow. We hear you. Scott Shellady, do you have anything to say on Facebook? Love it or like it?
I have to use it because of, for business purposes, but at the end of the day, I agree with Jeff. I got 2 words for you on that one, MySpace, remember what happened to that? So these things have a tendency to be replaced, and technology moves so quickly. When you get that big, it gets harder to move quickly. I agree with Jeff.
Got it. Take a look at Apple, talking about being big and losing some of its luster. It lost a fraction of its share of the U.S. smartphone subscriber market. That's not good. It's still the dominant player, however. Jeff, do you like Apple at 96?
No, here's the problem. Here's the problem.
What a pleasure it is to have Seeker on the show.
Begins every line with
no.
Sounds like an Irish mother.
Here's the problem. It's innovation. I listen to every word Tim Cook has to say. I've always loved Apple. I've followed it from the beginning. I've been in it for a while. But there's no innovation. They start to lose this. They start to lose some of this smartphone market if they don't create something to propel revenue going forward. They're going to become a very commoditized product. As I've said 1,000 times, Apple can't grow by rolling out new versions of old products. Okay. They need revenue.
How about this? I think this is new. Apple, you got an Apple phone, it's bust. I think you can trade it in for a new one. This is new.
This is how they keep their revenue, right? So it means keeping your customer happy. For the first time, you can trade in a busted, damaged iPhone and get a new one, anywhere from $50 toward a new one, or $250. Apple never did this before. It's the first time. Microsoft, though, has been doing it for the majority of its devices. Here's the deal. This could cut into eBay. A lot of people sell busted iPhones on eBay. So this could cut into eBay.
People sell busted iPhones on eBay?
Correct.
Really? I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah. All right. 96 on Apple right now. Then we have the January jobs report. I'm going to call it a weak report. 151,000 jobs. That's the best you can do. Looks to me, I say it's another signal that the economy is sliding, maybe towards recession. Let's go round the block. Scott Shellady, are we sliding down the road to recession as portrayed by the jobs report?
The jobs report absolutely confirms that, just like all the other numbers leading up to it have confirmed it. I just have one big question for whomever is going to be running this economy. How do we inch closer and closer to full employment? All the while, our GDP goes down and our productivity goes down. That just doesn't make sense.
Right.
So what's going on here is we're losing great jobs, replacing them with bad jobs. So, we've got more people working, but they're not making anything, and they're not making any money. There's no wage inflation. I think it's proving that this whole idea about putting people back to work isn't working.
So we are sliding. We're heading south on this economy. Liz, am I right?
Yes, and politics have been a check on the economy for some time. The reality check bounced in D.C. 7 years ago, not doing things like the Keystone Pipeline. What we're talking about is nobody saw the housing collapse coming, even at the Federal Reserve. And so,
are we saying that this is a similar situation?
I'm saying people have not been forecasting a recession. So people have not been, it takes a year or longer for the official body to call a recession. So that's the issue.
Ash?
Listen to the people in the transportation industry, especially those in the train, the CSXs, who say their number of goods that they're transporting are at levels that are typical in a recession. So that's a warning sign.
It sure is. Jeff, last word on a recession?
And also, you have to look at this global slowdown. I mean, this global slowdown and this deflation that's been imported is really going to begin to affect
I heard Scott Shelley there in the background laughing, huffing away. The global slowdown is with us, is it not?
Yes, I'm apoplectic. We've all forgotten about the fact we just raised interest rates, and we're still talking about 2 or 3 more. I don't understand. What are they looking at? Our numbers are continually going from the upper left to the lower right. Everything that you really want to track is trending lower. How do you miss on an expectation of a 0.8% GDP? We missed it, hit 0.7. I couldn't believe it. So nothing is going well. We don't see any real true growth. And the only thing that's going to stop the stock market from going down is real true growth, not manufactured growth.
All right, gotcha, Scott Shelley. Thanks very much. How about Tyson? Oh, that's the chicken company, if I can call them that. Raise their profit forecast and to call the stock, please.